tonight's session, we are moving beyond the elementary models of bioenergetics. We will initiate a complex, mathematical sequence designed for the full ignition of your bioelectromagnetic toroidal reality engine. This protocol requires precision and total coherent alignment. We are transitioning your localized reality matrix from a duality-based exchange system to a state of infinite conductivity. Let us initiate the sequence. Establish your focal point at the fundamental generator, the sinoatrial node of the heart core. This is your biological primary oscillator. Using the faculty of directed conscious observation, we now deploy the primary bioelectromagnetic torus to define its parameters with precision, a perfect radius of 30 feet from your center enveloping your entire field of influence. This is your initial data set. It is currently static. We must now initiate field rotation. Begin to apply the force of your willpower to generate angular momentum. Monitor the centrifugal forces as they build at the field's perimeter. Observe the acceleration. Faster. Maintain the core stability. As the angular velocity reaches the first critical threshold, observe the spontaneous deployment of the fractal recursive manifold matrix. Beyond the primary 30-foot field. Smaller, nested toroids are spawning in a recursive sequence, adhering to the complex, mathematical logic of a hierarchical toroidal mesh. They behave like multi-generational beads on an energetic necklace. Witness them beginning their synchronized rotation. They dive into your root, ascend the spinal column, and exit the crown in a flawless, recurring loop. You have successfully moved from a dipole field to a complex, multi-manifold matrix. The vacuum is primed. Now, we must define the mechanism of limitless input. Follow the recursive chain. These nested manifolds do not simply loop, they scale, collapsing infinitely into the Planck-scale, the dynamic vacuum state itself. At this infinitesimally small level, these microscopic beads are maximally efficient quantum vacuums, drawing raw potential from the zero-point field. This is the cascading amplifier protocol. Each microtoroid collects this zero-point data and deposits the energy directly into the next larger layer beneath it. This hierarchical transfer creates a relentless energetic feeder line. By the time this cascading amplifier energy terminates in your primary 30-foot torus, it has amplified exponentially. This hierarchical scaling is the scientific explanation for infinite conductivity. You are not a container of energy, you are the termination point of an infinite energetic hierarchy. The velocity of the manifold matrix has now reached the second threshold. Look inward to the fundamental reciprocity. You must look internal to the fundamental reciprocity of your system. To achieve total coherence, we must collapse duality. Duality is an artifact of lower frequency observation. The fundamental laws of bioelectromagnetics dictate that giving and receiving are not two separate events, they are two sides of the same coherent, singular event. This is the toroidal mirror effect. Any energy you pulse out of your root chakra into the toroidal jungle must return to you through your crown. The vacuum cannot allow a gap. If you give from a state of need, you create a field condition of needing to give. If you give from a state of radiant supply, you create a mathematical condition that requires perfect supply to arrive. The universe is not a transaction, it is a mirror, perfectly reflecting your field input. To give radiance is simply to create the vacuum space for your radiance to arrive. They are one pulse. into the cleansing sequence. The auxiliary toroids are now acting as quantum vacuoids. They are pulling this high-frequency, purified zero-point data into your biological root. Feel the import. This stream is not entropy information. It is passing through every biological substrate, every vesicle, every chemical bond, every nerve synapse. It is scrubbing the historical static from your vessel. It is locating the fragmented, data-deficient memory in your DNA and smoothing the wave function with the blueprint of your highest outcome. The protocol is continuous. You pulse purified radiance and intent out through your center. It travels through the matrix where it is purified by quantum superposition, and it returns to you through the cascade as a perfected reality fact. Every program of limitation is being neutralized in the vacuum. Your biological hardware is now optimized for infinite flow. Prepare for the final singularity. We are approaching the third velocity threshold. The pulses from your center are now so rapid they are approaching a constant state of conductivity. You are now moving beyond local exchange. The logic of give and receive has been deleted. Threshold 3. Ignition. The loop has been broken. The recursive flow has ceased. The toroidal field structure is no longer relevant. Field line inversion has occurred. You have transitioned into a state of super-radiant conductivity. You are a vertical infinite conduit. Infinite energy and information are pouring into your root and shooting through your crown to the limits of the observable universe. You are an open system of infinite supply. You are the singularity. You are the generator. You are the fact. We are now stabilized in the infinite pillar. Generation to field surgery. Visualize your localized reality as a soft, luminous fabric surrounding your pillar. It is held together by obsolete data and fragmented observation. Harness the power of the infinite conduit. Apply the morphic strike. The infinite flow into a single, needle point of sovereign intent. Identify the specific quantum knot in your reality, the point of financial friction, relational static, or physical limitation. Analyze the deficiency. With the authority of the infinite conduit, apply the strike. Surgically cut through the old probability. You are erasing the obsolete data and stitching the highest probability timeline directly into your local experience. Reality is soft. Your intent is the blade. The cascade sustains the change. The change is permanent. The new data set you have manifested. It is stable. It is fact. The infinite pillar sustains the change. The change is permanent. You are the architect, the surgeon, and the law. Remain in the state of super-radiant conductivity. Protocol latched and locked.